I'm trying to figure out what's going on before
It's 911! Get in there! And I need you to move. I need you to move so I don't hit you. Back up! It's my house! Back up! You! Am I gonna get arrested for battery on a Leo? Because I'm not touching nobody.
Having a good neighbor is nothing less than winning a lottery. They make your life so much easier. But what happens to people who draw the short stick in this lottery and get a terrible one?
If I'm not speaking unless my lawyer's here. That's right.
Yeah. Mentally he's there. Physically he needs some help.
Okay.
That's what she's supposed to be doing. I don't know what the hell's going on with her. Well,
This is what happens when horrible neighbors get caught red-handed. Up first, we have the case of an elderly gentleman who had his morning ruined just because he wished a good morning to a terrible neighbor.
And we said hello, and she told me to f off.
But how did all this start is my question.
That's it. He just yelled at me. And I yelled back. Probably the wrong day.
On the 10th of October 2023, a 76-year-old man was walking his dog in his neighborhood like he did every day. But he didn't know this was not going to be a normal morning.
What's going on?
I have a dog.
Okay.
I walked my dog this morning, and I was sitting on a park bench down the end of the road. You want to show me where it do you want me to show you where it was?
No, it's okay.
Okay. And I sit on the bench, my dog beside me, and I see somebody over on the corner T that we call it. I call it. And I waved and yelled hello.
The man was punished for being nice to his neighbors and was rewarded with dog feces smeared on his face.
Can you face me? I'm gonna do this real quick.
I was walking my dog up the road here, and for some reason I stopped to look behind me, and she's crouching with her dog down like this on the road, and I don't know why, but it startled me and my dog, and I almost stumbled and fell over. And so I just walked away and went up that way. Nothing else was, just nothing said. So then I came out one morning.
The attacker was identified as 28-year-old Callie Robertson and soon found in the neighborhood, but when questioned, Callie had a different story to tell altogether.
Hello. Need to speak with you.
With me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have an altercation with the gentleman standing over there today?
Yelled at each other. Is that an altercation? We've yelled at each other a few times.
Okay. What's going on between you and him?
Honestly, all it is, I'm a woman, young, by myself out here. He has yelled at me before several times, 7 in the morning, just yelling hello. And I told him, I said, hey, I don't know you, you don't know me. I said, don't yell at me. He keeps doing it. I was like, hey. I said, stop. I was like, this is the last time. I said, stop. I was like, I really don't know you. You don't know me. I'm a young woman by myself. I was like, off.
Callie straight up denied the allegations and said that the altercation was nothing but verbal. However, she started to get defensive when the officer questioned her details.
How many times have you had an altercation with him?
I mean, yelling back and forth like 6 or 7. It's mostly him yelling at me and me just telling him to f off and walking away.
And how long have you been staying here? Quite a while if you got it on your driver's license, I'd imagine.
Yeah. I've been living in this RV park 2 years. I just moved over to this spot 3 months ago.
The officer smelt that Callie was not being honest, so he went back to the elderly man for further questioning, and that's when he found crucial details that changed everything.
I just sat there, like I do often with my dog, and she was rolling over with a purpose, but I didn't know what her purpose was. And as she was coming over from about the middle of the gray asphalt, she was yelling at me. And I said to her, slow down, I can't understand you, I can't hear you. And she came up upon me.
Finally, she was going to be arrested, and Callie decided to let go of her dog to a neighbor, which showed her aggressive tendencies once again.
All right, I gotta call your mom, and she's got to get a hold of Brian, right? You got to call your mom and let her know. She's going to get a hold of Brian.
Yeah, let her know being arrested. Tell her I'm sorry, but Mandy can get the information fine.
Callie was taken to the police station and was charged with battery on a senior citizen, which is a 3rd-degree felony, and she was punished with probation. So, that was a crappy situation, quite literally. Let's now see another case involving a dog, and the details will leave you shocked.
A woman walking around with a butcher knife, and she just tried to break into our house.
Fired. All officers are okay.
A butcher's knife, an attempt to run over a cop, and even shots being fired. On the 20th of November 2023, the police department received a phone call for a missing dog.
Hello?
Hi, this is the Rancho Cordova Police Department. You called about your dog.
She's barked in the same spot in someone's backyard, but I knocked on two of the neighbors' doors. One of them answered, said that they didn't have the dog. It sounds like it's coming from the house behind them.
Okay.
But it's like hard to tell.
Can you give me an address of where we need to go?
Yeah.
While all this seemed normal, the next 911 call changed the whole story.
Hi, is this...
Yes, I just got a phone call.
That was me trying to... Are you
I know who has...
Okay.
I already know who has my dog. Yeah, my dog's in the backyard.
Okay, I'm sending officers to help you. Are you carrying a butcher knife?
No, I'm sitting in a chair in my room.
You're sitting in a chair in your room. You don't have a knife at all?
No.
Okay, what's your address? What's your room?
I got my dog, thank you.
Oh, you already have your dog.
It didn't take the authorities long to connect the dots, and they called back the first woman who reported the missing dog, but she wasn't exactly cooperative.
Is she one of your neighbors?
So she says she actually knows where she lives. I've never seen her before.
Mm-hmm.
We just came out here because she was in her backyard.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, what are you doing? She said, oh, you guys stole my dog and then pulled the knife out on us. We were like, we don't have your dog. And then
How is
put
she?
the knife down.
How is she holding the knife?
I could actually see I have a video on the ring camera.
Yeah.
Okay. And I was like, what the heck? And I didn't even see that she had a knife until...
A dog back there?
We have two
dogs, and so our neighbors behind...
Are they both your dogs? Or they
Lyles was found in her driveway, sitting inside her car and with her dog in the back seat. The officers tried to approach her peacefully, but she was ignorant and entitled.
Hello, ma'am.
I'm
Do you control your dog?
right now.
Can you control your dog?
Yeah, she's just sitting there.
Okay.
I just got back from getting her. I'm sorry, I'm not dealing with this right now. I'm going through a lot.
What are you going through? Here, ma'am, come out here for a minute.
No.
Yes.
No.
We gotta talk
Leave
about
me
something.
alone.
Ma'am, step out of the car. Hi, pup.
Someone stole my dog.
Someone stole your dog?
Yeah.
Okay,
all
do you
my
live here?
gates are closed. I went outside, still no gates are open. And she's not in the backyard.
Do you live here?
Yes, I own this house.
You own this house?
Yes.
Okay. Step out here for a minute.
Oh, come on.
That's when the woman had a crazy idea to escape the police. She slammed the door and even tried to run over a police officer.
I went outside, still no gates are open. And she's not in the backyard.
Do you live here?
Yes, I own this house.
You own this house?
Yes.
Okay. Step out here for a minute.
Oh, come on.
That's when the woman had a crazy idea to escape the police. She slammed the door and even tried to run over a police officer. A total of 10 shots were fired on Lyle's car, and it was revealed that she got shot in the arm twice. Thankfully, though, the dog was unharmed. This turned a normal routine checkup into a heated police chase. Lyles was on the run for about 20 minutes. Since an officer's life was in question, shots were fired, which became a topic of news for the whole area.
Vehicle's gonna be a white Dodge Challenger heading now southbound. Fired. All officers are okay. Vehicle fled from us. It's a white female adult attached to the car.
The chase didn't last long, however, as the police quickly got to Lyles on a signal, and she was instructed to surrender.
When she's close enough, deputies tackle Lyles and put her into cuffs.
Lyles was taken to the police station where she was booked for assault on an officer and fleeing. She spent 6 months in prison with a bail amount of $500,000. Now, let's take a look at what happens when your caretaker turns out to be a Karen.
Mentally he's there, physically he needs some help.
Okay.
That's what she's supposed to be doing. I don't know what.
I slapped him the other day. I actually spanked him. I only let him go from the bedroom to the bathroom. He's not allowed to go anywhere else in my house.
On the 2nd of November 2022, 911 received a call from a woman saying she needed assistance for her tenant. But when the police reached there, it was a whole different story altogether.
Don't tell me to calm down. Get in there.
I never said a single word. I never said to calm down. I'm trying to figure out what's going on before
It's 911. Get in there.
There's no immediate emergency.
How do you know?
He's sitting on the bed.
Yeah. Oh my God. I swear to God, I've already got a lawsuit. A last cop that was here got me upset and I was supposed to calm down. Go in there and you'll know why
Why am I here?
Because I called 911 and I said, bring an ambulance. He needs medical care.
So an ambulance. So this isn't a law enforcement issue.
No, it isn't. The fuck it is. I've been told you all aren't qualified. And I did not need to be told that. No, I didn't. No, I'm not needed. Okay. Yep. I don't need your services.
According to Jody, her tenant, who was physically able, needed medical help. However, when the police officers investigated, he seemed fine. On the other hand, Jody was losing her cool, becoming more agitated and uncooperative with every passing second.
What's going on, man?
I'm not fine. Nothing's going on. It's fine.
Ma'am.
I'm fine.
Listen to me. You're screaming at 1:07 in the morning.
Yeah, no, I haven't slept for 4 hours in 5 days.
Okay, so let's just.
No, I'm not going to answer a question. I just said nothing's going on. I just called 911, and you can arrest me for making a call that's not necessary.
What for?
I'm not speaking. I'm not speaking until my attorney's here.
Okay, call your attorney then.
Yeah, if I'm not speaking unless my lawyer's here. Now, don't you order me around. You won't take my order. You guys are getting sued like my attorney's already on it. I have look at my arm, sir. Fuck you. Am I going to get arrested for battery on a Leo? Because I'm not touching nobody. And I need you to move. I need you to move so I don't hit you. Back up. It's my house. Back up.
Are you threatening me?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm threatening. Oh my God. You are. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You're being placed under arrest.
The officers had had enough of her constant abuse, and Jody was detained after she threatened a law enforcement officer. One of the neighbors also came out, and the officers took his statement, only to realize this is not the first time she's done something like this.
Who is she to you? Just a neighbor? What did she bang on your door for?
Door, window. I don't know. She's been over at my house about 4 times today.
Okay. Who's Cindy to her?
This guy?
Yeah.
Money. Tenant.
So he brings in, so he just lives there.
Yeah, he lives there. And pays good money to live there.
So, not only was she abusive to the officers, but Jody had also been mistreating her tenant, who she was supposed to take care of. Not to mention the drama in front of the neighbors. The officers decided to take her in, but she managed to wiggle free from the handcuffs.
We're going to open this door, and we're going to put your handcuffs back behind your back.
Okay. Because I'm a threat right now.
It doesn't matter if you're a threat.
Okay.
Our policy is that you get handcuffed in the back.
Oh, okay.
So if you slip your handcuffs again, I'm going to take that as you're attempting to escape.
Okay.
And it was at that moment that she knew she was going behind bars. Jody thought it was time to confess.
Okay. Do you see that arm? I just had 5 surgery. I refuse.
Don't.
I refuse.
You refuse what?
I refuse.
Ma'am?
I'm refusing arrest.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
That's fine.
Yes, I am. Oh, you're damn right. I'm refusing arrest. I'm resisting arrest. You're probably going to arrest me for battery on an officer. Right?
Finally, the nightmare drive was over, and Jody was charged with intimidation, threat with serious bodily harm to a law enforcement officer, and resisting arrest without violence. Evidently, she was also found guilty on both charges. Finally, we have probably the biggest reason behind neighborhood fights: loud lawnmowers. But in this case, violence.
Jabbed you in the chest? Yes, sir. You want to file assault and battery charges? Yeah, if he wants to press matter about being in how he is, then yes.
So I can go park anywhere and it goes back to the way he parked.
Were involved, which led to a man getting detained. 911 received numerous calls from a man who lodged noise complaints due to a loud lawnmower in his neighborhood. He further added that the guy had illegally parked in front of his driveway. However, when the authorities reached there, they saw something else.
Hello.
Good evening.
What's going on?
It's because I'm trying to get this yard done and he doesn't like how I'm parking.
Okay.
Even though I did allow room for everybody else to park because there's nowhere for me to park without blocking somebody's mailbox or their driveway when that's the yard I'm trying to get to. He's trying to tell me I'm supposed to park down by the elementary school. But I did accommodate, make sure my phone's out, I got space to get around, and as you saw, his own vehicle, he was still able to get out of his own driveway and block the whole freaking section off, which is what he was saying he couldn't get back out of his driveway because I was blocking the road.
Okay. Well, all right then.
And of course, too, when I first pulled up here, I got started. Before I even made my first pass, I came out there, jumped in, hey, you can't be parking here. How am I supposed to get out of my driveway? People fucking moving on my...
As it turns out, the guy who called the police himself had parked illegally in the middle of the street, blocking the way. Still, the police officers investigated if the gardener's trailer was parked illegally.
That's 12. Yeah. Easily got close to 25. 25. Pretty good. Right. I'd imagine this is what he probably does quite a bit. It seems reason. I mean, the only thing would be size of his trailer.
It doesn't specify from this or from the...
She says 25.
Yeah.
But what if he's in the...
It says you can't park 24 as long as 24-foot trailer on any course.
Even if you're in the course of your work?
It says any street, but that's this one.
To no one's surprise, the gardener had made a perfectly legal parking, with enough space for all the driveways in the neighborhood. The man was working on an Airbnb and had contact with the owner.
Use your ID back, man. So, do you want to press charges for the assault and battery?
Is he still trying to press me? Am I potentially facing the ticket for not parking legally?
As from what I can see, you haven't done anything wrong at all.
Is he still being good with it? I really don't want to, but...
Okay.
As long as everything's a copacetic. I mean, I was pretty sure I was parked legally because I didn't obstruct anything.
It's not the greatest, but I also see that, from a practicality standpoint, you don't have a whole lot of other options. The ordinance says you have to leave at least 10 feet all the way around the trailer. You've done that. So I don't see anything wrong with it. It's just this guy's this guy. Yeah, so. All right.
No.
Oh, in this cul-de-sac.
Yeah, this is actually a new one for the person who's in there.
Even the officers had a few jokes to crack at that pissed man.
Airbnb right here?
Well, because nobody wants to live next to this guy.
Then it was time to visit the man who was parked improperly.
Hello. Just wanted to let you know that the trailer is legally parked.
Oh, so I can go park anywhere and it goes back to the way he's parked.
The way he's parked is legal. The way you were parked when I showed up was not. So I need to see your driver's license so I can issue a citation for blocking the roadway.
I didn't block the road.
Yes, you did. I saw you. Listen. Hey! I'm investigating a traffic crime. You do not have the right to do that. You are detained. You are detained.
Come in my house.
You are detained.
For what?
For the traffic violation I observed. I need to see your license.
You're detaining me for a traffic violation.
Yes, I am. Open the door.
You're detained.
Come here. You are under arrest. You are
All
under arrest.
5 of you.
Yep, you are under arrest.
All 5 of you. Hey!
Doesn't?
Hey! Let me go. Lay down. Hey!
You are under arrest. Quit resisting.
Not resisting.
Give me your arm.
Good Lord.
What was supposed to be a simple citation ended up getting the man detained. However, the charges against him were eventually dropped.